Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Ellen Pompeo narrates a new story with Natalia Grace series trailer. Ellen Pompeo's familiar voiceover launches a new story with the anticipated trailer arrival for Good American Family. I've always considered myself blessed. I've known I was put on this earth to build a world where all kids can feel safe, she says in the first look at her Hulu series that releases on March 19 below. As the trailer continues, however, things are not how they seem. Good American Family is a dramatization of the real-life story of Natalia Grace. Grace, who has a rare form of dwarfism known as spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia congenita, has had her story told across 3 seasons of the ID docuseries, The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, which concluded in January. Now comes Good American Family, which focuses on an earlier family who adopted Grace, the Barnett family, who are played by Pompeo, also an executive producer, and Mark Duplass. Natalia Grace is played by Imogen Faith Reed. For spoilers on how Christine and Michael Barnett's real-life adoption story of Grace played out, read Star's coverage of The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, the final chapter. Here's the logline for Good American Family, told from multiple points of view, as a means to explore issues of perspective, bias, and trauma. This compelling drama is inspired by the disturbing stories surrounding a Midwestern couple who adopts a girl with a rare form of dwarfism. But as they begin to raise her alongside their 3 biological children, mystery emerges around her age and background, and they slowly start to suspect she may not be who she says she is. As they defend their family from the daughter they've grown to believe is a threat, she fights her own battle to confront her past and what her future holds, in a showdown that ultimately plays out in the tabloids in the courtroom. Dule Hill, Christina Hendricks, Saraya Blue, and Jenny O'Hara are recurring guest stars. The series was announced back in summer 2022, prompting Pompeo to scale back her on-screen role on ABC's veteran medical series Grey's Anatomy, where she is also an executive producer. Pompeo stayed on as Grey's weekly voiceover narrator, but scaled back her appearances as Meredith Grey. When filming wrapped on Good American Family, she upped her on-screen role for the current 21st season of Grey's Anatomy. Good American Family, produced by 20th Television, is created by Katie Robbins and executive produced by co-showrunners Robbins and Sarah Sutherland. Pompeo executive produces through her production banner Calamity Jane with Laura Holstein. Andrew Stern, Dan Spillo, Niles Kirchner, and Mike Epps also executive produce. Liz Garbus directed and executive produced the pilot. The 8-episode limited series releases 2 episodes March 19 on Hulu, followed by a weekly release. The trailer opens with Pompeo's character, Christine, stating, "I've always considered myself blessed. I've known I was put on this earth to build a world where all kids can feel safe." This sentiment sets the tone for the series, highlighting the Barnetts' initial intentions and the challenges they face. As the story progresses, the Barnetts begin to question Natalia's true age and identity, leading to a series of events that challenge their perceptions and beliefs. A stellar cast. Joining Pompeo is Mark Duplass, who portrays Michael Barnett, Christine's husband. Imogen Faith Reed takes on the role of Natalia, bringing depth to a character at the center of a whirlwind of controversy. The series also features performances from Dule Hill, Christina Hendricks, Saraya Blue, and Jenny O'Hara, each adding layers to the narrative. Good American Family is not just a retelling of events, but an exploration of the complexities surrounding them. The series is told from multiple perspectives, allowing viewers to see the situation through various lenses. This approach challenges the audience to consider issues of bias, trauma, and the subjective nature of truth. As the Barnett story unfolds, viewers are prompted to question what they know and how they know it. Known for her iconic role as Dr. Meredith Grey on Grey's Anatomy, Pompeo's transition to this intense drama marks a significant shift in her acting career. In interviews, she has expressed the challenges and responsibilities of portraying a real-life figure in such a controversial situation. Pompeo emphasizes that the series, while inspired by real events, offers a dramatized interpretation meant to provoke thought and discussion. Good American Family premiered on Hulu on March 19, 2025, with the first 2 episodes available immediately. Subsequent episodes are released weekly, allowing viewers to follow the unfolding drama in real time. The series has garnered attention for its compelling storytelling and the performances of its cinematic new trailer that's already sending ripples across the streaming landscape. Ellen Pompeo lends her iconic voice to narrate the chilling, twisted, and mind-bending true story of Natalia Grace. This unexpected collaboration has fans of both crime docuseries and emotional drama buzzing with anticipation. The series, titled Natalia Speaks, is not just a retelling of the infamous saga that once dominated headlines. Instead, it's a reframing, introspective, psychological, and deeply human. With Pompeo's narration guiding us like a steady hand through a storm of uncertainty, the story digs into uncomfortable truths, blurred identities, and the terrifying elasticity of reality itself. A voice we know, a story we don't. Ellen Pompeo, best known for her role as the emotionally resilient Meredith Grey, returns not in front of the camera, but behind the scenes, her voice carrying the weight of decades of storytelling experience. The moment the trailer opens with her soft, almost surgical cadence, there's a quiet electricity. Sometimes, she begins, the truth isn't stranger than fiction, it's darker. Immediately, we know this won't be a conventional documentary. The trailer is meticulously edited, flashes of a smiling Natalia in one frame, then abruptly a dimly lit courtroom in the next. Intercut with home footage, whispered interviews, and cryptic audio clips, we're shown fragments of a puzzle with no clear picture yet. But through it all, Pompeo's narration never flinches. She asks the questions we're all thinking: who was lying, what was real, and why does no one agree on who this girl really was? The Natalia Grace case, re-examined. If the name Natalia Grace rings a bell, it's because her story first surfaced under the lurid glare of tabloid-style coverage. Adopted from Ukraine by the Barnett family, Natalia was initially believed to be a 6-year-old girl with a rare form of dwarfism. Soon after, her adoptive parents accused her of being an adult woman masquerading as a child, a con artist with disturbing intentions. But the new series doesn't simply ask whether Natalia was a child or an imposter, it goes deeper. Was she a victim caught in a storm of fear and projection? Was she a symbol of our collective discomfort with difference, trauma, and the unknown? With exclusive interviews, including, for the first time, Natalia herself speaking directly to camera, Natalia Speaks positions itself not just as a documentary, but a reckoning. The trailer teases archival recordings and legal documents never before made public. One moment stands out: an aged video clip of Natalia looking directly at the camera and saying softly, "They said I wasn't real. But I was there. I am real." Why Ellen Pompeo? You might wonder, why Ellen Pompeo? Why now? Pompeo, who recently stepped back from full-time acting on Grey's Anatomy, has made it clear she's interested in projects that push narrative boundaries and challenge societal assumptions. As an executive producer of Natalia Speaks, Pompeo isn't merely narrating, she's curating the experience, shaping how we absorb and question the story. It's not just about a strange case, she explains in a behind-the-scenes teaser. It's about the stories we believe, who gets believed, and what happens when we're wrong. Pompeo's steady, empathetic tone is the perfect counterbalance to the chaos the story presents. Her narration doesn't lead with drama, it leads with curiosity, concern, and emotional intelligence. It invites the audience to suspend judgment, not just of Natalia, but of the world that tried to define her. Visually, the trailer is sleek, eerie, and intimate, Muted colors, flickering Super 8 tapes, and vintage-style graphics echo the haunting unreliability of memory. The series' production team seems inspired by both true crime and psychological thrillers, merging aesthetic stylings in a way that feels both visceral and surreal. One particularly chilling sequence shows overlapping journal entries in different handwriting, all allegedly Natalia's. As Pompeo reads them aloud, her voice trembles just slightly. "I don't know how old I am. I only know what they told me. And now they say I was lying." Cue the cut to black. A cultural mirror. More than anything, Natalia Speaks looks poised to reflect something larger than its own plotline. It's a study in how quickly society leaps to conclusions, how media narratives evolve, and how our understanding of truth is often distorted by fear, bias, and emotional fatigue. It's also about girlhood, the fragility of being young and unheard. If Natalia was truly a child abandoned by the people meant to protect her, what does that say about the systems meant to safeguard the vulnerable? If she wasn't, what darkness drives someone to perform innocence so convincingly? These are the questions Pompeo's voice floats over with that signature balance of warmth and gravitas.